What's up, everybody? Big Cobb Diesel coming at you, and I'm doing another boot review, product review. Today I'm doing a review on the Bates Rush Shield Mid. These bad boys right here. I picked these up, probably got these about a week ago. As you can see, I got them in the Coyote. I actually did get the black pair as well. This is completely in my head, it's weird. I just didn't like the way the black ones looked, even though they are identical. They're the exact same cut, nothing's different. They're just black leather here as opposed to the suede. I don't know, it's just a weird thing. I just didn't like the way the black ones look. I just sent them back. I knew I wouldn't be wearing them on a regular basis, which is rare for me. I can't afford to be too picky because like I've talked about before, you may or may not know I have bad feet. So I have to have custom orthotics that I get from the VA for my shoes and boots. And the struggle always is I may love the way a pair of boots look, and then I get them and they just don't work for me. Prime example is Oakley. I love Oakley boots. They do a great job with their boots. Like I got these, what is this called? The Light Assault boot. I mean, look at that. I love the way these boots look. They're not the most comfortable for me, but again, take that with a grain of salt. I have bad feet. If you have good feet, you know, a lot of what I'm experiencing just won't be an issue for you. I tried to make them work. I swapped out, you know, orthotics, and I just couldn't get them to work. I'm on my feet too much. And the other thing is they're narrow. They don't offer a wide. So I did get them, you know, a size up, and they're very narrow, so that causes problems. So anyways, back to the Bates Rush. It's not I don't know, it's not a bad looking boot. I really hate this pattern on the side, and again, that's just being petty. Who's gonna see that? But this is what steered me, because I saw these in the store at one of the local stores that sell tactical gear and boots and clothes. They were on the shelf. I looked at them. I never tried them on. I gotta admit, had I tried them on that day, I probably would have bought them, but I think I ended up getting something else. So I mean, that's nothing. The soles are pretty decent, you know, multi-directional lugs. They are suede and Cordura, and then there's like this rubber overlay here. But the other thing is they have a nice wide toe box, which is beneficial over the years as shoes, you know, shoe styles and stuff evolve. Sometimes they really mess with your feet. But so a nice wide toe box. You can see they're dirty. I wore these. I broke them in at the range. Went to a pistol class, tactical pistol class, and was at the range all day. So that's how I broke them in, and then I wore them on contract for a security gig. But that wasn't the terrain at the range. There was a bunch of, you know, dirt and mulch and spent casings that I was walking around and kneeling in and all that. So the toes are a little dirty. And then wore them on a contract. One of the contracts I do high risk security for is at a automotive supplier plant, believe it or not. So I wore these there, mostly obviously concrete and asphalt for 12 hours. But overall, the boots are pretty comfortable, I have to admit. And by the way, I did not put my orthotics in here. I wore these with the, you know, the little foam insole that comes in it. But it works really well with the midsole and the outer sole that's on here. So I don't see the need to put my orthotics, which is, guys, you don't even know, that's very, 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 very rare. In fact, I don't even remember the last time I was able to get away with not putting orthotics in some shoes. So anyways, you know, nothing too crazy. That they come in that they do have what Bates calls the Dry Guard version, which is their version of Gore-Tex. I don't know if it's Gore-Tex and they're calling it Dry Guard, or if they have their own proprietary, you know, waterproof material in it. Those of you that have watched some other videos, I personally don't give a shit about Gore-Tex and all that, but sometimes it's the only way you can buy the boot. But this one is not the Dry Guard version. This is great because you can get some venting, you know, when it's hot out. And I mean, obviously, if I step in a puddle or get drenched in rain, my feet are going to get wet, and that's okay. It's not a big deal. The only time you really got to stress out about your feet being wet is if you're on a really long hike. You know, you're out somewhere and you're days away, you're hiking, you know, the Appalachian Trail, or you're out somewhere, you know, where you're going to be on your feet for a couple of days, and that's a huge deal. But in our modern society, you know, if your feet get soaked while you're out hiking, or you get a downpour, you know, for a couple hours, you're going to be at home. So the chances of you getting trench foot are slim to none. I mean, you'd have to be in some really adverse conditions to really suffer any real injuries from having wet boots, other than it just being uncomfortable. So that's it, guys. Again, this is the Bates Rush that comes in 4 different versions, and I'll put the link below so you guys can check them out. And the other thing is, it's been so many years, because you know I was in corrections and stuff for a long time. I'm almost positive this is the first pair of Bates I've ever bought. But I like them, and I definitely will buy them again. Just not the black ones. I don't know what it is about the black ones. At least the black leather ones. They do have a black pair that are not leather. They're just Cordura with some overlays. So I may revisit that. But hope this helped. If you guys got any suggestions or anything you want to add, please do so below and click the subscribe button. That way, when I put out videos, and I don't put out a ton of videos. I know when you're learning how to do YouTube videos, they suggest you put content out all the time. I just don't have time to do that. So, but at least if you subscribe, you'll see when I do put something out. All right, everybody, stay safe. Make sure you're carrying your firearm on you at all times, and keep your head on a swivel.